For Gothic Diva, the fashion show event that I'm portraying on this board. It's for Silvio, and he's got a line of clothes called the Infinity Collection, and like you see on the card, that's actually a dress he made. And this whole fashion show is going to be revolved around the Infinity Collection. And this is the first piece, and this is going to be a poster design that's going to be local clubs, you know, restrooms, places where you'd see like big poster designs for advertisement. And then this is a 6x4 card I did for him, and that will be passed around everywhere. You'll see it like here at school, just wherever people he wants to market his target audience. And this is a t-shirt design I did for the event to promote his clothing line as well as Gothic Diva, so it's like a memorabilia piece. And to explain it a little better, I went with like a darker theme because Gothic Diva, I wanted to make it a little edgy, let the type stand out this time so it's viewable because I think it's important where the event is and all that. And I just made one of his models real goth looking and dead pale. That's it.
All right.
A lot of the work that you did on the front end and thinking about this as an event and you know, thinking the specifics of it, where it was going to be, what it was going to be, who, you know, the designer and all that. I think you put a lot of work in there that's really interesting, but at the same time I wish that we had more of the you know, more of the physical execution and the you know, just executing the concept in a cohesive way that we had last time you showed us work. That was one of the things I really appreciated about that. I like what you've done here execution wise. It's just not really like when I look at the poster, I don't totally feel as though it's all being tied together all that well. I like the logo, but at the same time I'm a bit sort of torn because it's literally what the assignment was. It's not, you know, to that next level where you turned it into something else. I think that's my overall feedback.
For me, as far as this, you've kind of manifested this from nothing, and I love how you kind of carried the brand through several different touch points. Overall, I love the look of it. It's very clean, it's very professional. I think it's a testament to Carl asking if this is actually an event that's taking place, because this for sure looks like something that you would see out on the streets of Tampa, no doubt. I love all the thought that you've put into it, you know, kind of considering the location of where this fashion show would be, et cetera, et cetera. The only disconnect that I'm feeling is, although I really love the cleanliness of it, it's very modern, it's very sophisticated, I would have liked to see the Gothic treatment a little bit more degraded maybe, or I see you've got some splatter or something going on with the type treatment, but I would have liked to see that Gothic a little bit more maybe ornamental or something a little bit more dark. I really like on your postcard how you've, because it is a fashion show, that you've done beautiful photography for the model in the dress. That's the only piece that you've carried that through. I would have liked to kind of see that implemented maybe into the poster. Couldn't do that in a t-shirt, but maybe there's other ways that you could have brought that into it, because I think that is a really beautiful asset.
Thanks, Holly. Charles?
Yeah, I gotta say, so far today, yours is the strongest piece I've seen, and yet this is probably the weakest piece that you've presented in the competition thus far. To your credit, you really, you expand the idea into something that's believable and robust. Your execution skills leave nothing to be desired. This looks, I mean, I honestly think you actually had these professionally printed, which is pretty phenomenal considering we're just appreciating this tonight and it's never actually going to be used. And then the other thing that I would say is, if I wipe my brain clean for a second and just think that you didn't bring this in and one of the other contestants brought this in, I would be very impressed, because I don't have this high of expectations with most of the other contestants. And you know, that said, it's like, it's definitely not your strongest piece, but this is still of a quality that is better than what I'm seeing from a lot of the other students, the contestants. So I definitely would challenge you to push the envelope a lot further. Hopefully we'll get to see you again next week. But I still think that you're in pretty good solid territory.
Can I make one more